Hello, hello everyone! Why does my microphone feel weird? Why does it feel weird? What is wrong with it? What is going on? I don't know. Is it picking up random sounds? Does it feel like it's picking up random sounds? Let's see here. Which one is this? Can I? Oh wait, settings. Let's turn the monitor on. Alright, let's see here. Is it picking up random sounds? Nope, I think we're good. Alrighty. Cool. We're gonna turn that back off so I don't have to listen to myself because that would be kind of creepy. Alright, and we're gonna go here. And... Alright, we are going to make a mourning dove because mourning doves are very cool birds. They're very sweet birds. Very sweet birds. I have never made a mourning dove before, so this will be quite interesting. I know that I want to start with the tan. And we're going to actually be doing a slightly different shape for the mourning dove. We're going to be experimenting today, so we might only get one done. But we'll see. We shall see how it goes. As usual, it's typically how it goes. We have a plan, and we see how well we can achieve the plan. Or I guess we have a goal, and we see how well we can achieve said goal. What is that? That's 4, 5, 6. Alrighty. Oh my goodness. Alright. And we're gonna go here. And we're gonna go there. So we're gonna do increase. What was that sound? I don't know what that sound was. There was random sound. That's fine. Alrighty. We're gonna do a single there. We're gonna do an increase here. Increase. And then we'll do a single right here. Wait, did I do? Yeah, that one was an increase, so that's a single. So this one will be an increase. For now, we're pretty much just getting the shape of the head. Which I think we might even try to do a little bit of a different shape for the head as well. Because like most of the bird's heads that we've been doing so far are like round. So like they're pretty round, and you just have the beak poking off of a round head. I think we might try to make it where it kind of slopes a bit more for the head of the mourning dove, so almost kind of more of like, I'm just gonna squish this bird until it's the right shape. So kind of more of like a I don't know, sloped head. But this guy has round head. So we're gonna try that, and we're gonna see how it works. Yay, we're gonna see how it goes. Alright, so that one was an increase. So we're actually gonna do a second increase right here, which will make this side kind of stick out a little bit further. And that'll start to make our slope a little bit more. And then we're going to just do singles all the way around until we get back to where we did those increases. I'm just going to fold this so that I can keep track of where is what. I like to fold stuff. Folding stuff helps keep track of what side is the front, because then I can have one side as the front side and one side as the back side, and it's a little bit easier for me to keep track of stuff. A little bit easier. Alright, so we're going to do an increase here and an increase here. There we go. And then we're actually going to... Oh my goodness! There's a brie! Oh my goodness, welcome in, raiders! Oh my goodness, and there's a Draymond. Oh my goodness! We've got to hide all the yarn. Welcome in, everyone! How are you guys doing? And thanks for the follow. Welcome in, Sarabi? Is that Sarabi? I think that's Sarabi. You got double raid. Oh my goodness. What were you two up to? We got double trouble coming in. What were you two up to today? Oh my goodness. We are attempting to make a mourning dove. I actually need to swap to the black because mourning doves have a little spot. Oh, Sarabi. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Crafty Yappy. Oh my goodness. Legos and crochet, weaving for Draymond. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, close but no cigar. Yeah, no. I don't think Sarabi is anywhere near Sarabi. Oh my goodness. It's like, yeah, completely butchered a completely different language. That's okay. It's fine. Alright, we're just gonna do that, and then we're gonna swap right back to the tan again. What were you crocheting, and what were you weaving? What are the projects now? Just trying to be nice, my autistic soul can be ruthless. No, you are perfectly fine. Spelling and pronunciations are not my strong suit, and I am very well aware of it. Still the dog lead. I was making a little grilled cheese keychain. Oh, interesting. That's fun. How far are you with the dog leash? That's... I mean, you've been working on that for, I don't know, a few weeks. Should be getting close, right? Oh my goodness. Well, that sounds fun. Sounds very fun. I just ate a grilled cheese. Well, it wasn't really grilled cheese. It was more like microwaved cheese. It's like a microwave cheese sandwich with spaghetti sauce. That was my dinner. I was like, this is fine. This is perfectly fine. All right, we're going to do a decrease here now. And that should, so we try to make it so that there's like this little pokey thing right there. And that should be a good. So we got one decrease. I don't think I want a second decrease. I think we'll do 2 decreases on the next row. And I actually want to make the black go away now because we are all done with the black. It's literally just 2 little spots. Oh, I didn't do the blue. So, oh, I did not leave. Oh my goodness, I am making all sorts of mistakes. This is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. Alright, we need to tie this off. We're gonna go right here. And go a boop. Yeah. Yarn. A boop, maybe. Oh my goodness, it does not want to poke through. Come on, yarn. Oh my goodness, why is that yarn getting in the way? Ah! Come on. Alright, yep, right like that. And then I just need it to go through one more time. Just one more time. Nope, that does not want to go through. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this yarn needs to stay out of the way because it does not want to. Let's try this again. Let's try right here, maybe. Alrighty, and we're gonna go like that. 1, and there we go. That's much nicer, 2. Perfect. Hi, Kim. How are you today? How is your day a-going? I'm attempting to make a mourning dove, and I've already missed. So, mourning doves have a little, like, blue ring around their eye. And I was going to put a little stitch around the eye, which their eyes are probably going to go up here somewhere. And I was going to put a little bit of blue, but I forgot, so I might just stitch it in afterwards. Maybe once I get little eye pieces on there, I can go back through with the blue. Doing good. Did some yard work. Ooh, fun. It is the season for yard work. 'Tis the season for yard work. Hopefully it wasn't too terribly hot. Oh my goodness. It's been quite warm the last couple days. Yesterday wasn't too bad. Today was quite warm. Alright, so we did 2 decreases there. And then we're actually going to start trying to get the slope for the back. So we're going to do... We actually need to do an increase here. We're going to do an increase, and then we're going to do another increase here, and then we're going to do another single, and then one more increase over here. 1 and 2. Today's high was 65. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's like a nice day to do yard work. Oh my goodness, that's like perfect yard work weather. Although if the sun is out, it can make it a little bit warmer sometimes. But 65 in general is quite nice. Quite nice. Quite nice. All right, we're only gonna do 2 increases this row. 1, so that was 1 increase. That's a single. This is a single, and then we'll do an increase here. Alrighty. And then I'm gonna do Alright, we're gonna do an increase over here because they do have a nice little round belly as well. And actually I need to swap to the gray. Alright, so yeah, that's our front. So this is the front and this is the back. And I'm gonna do... Yeah, we're gonna do 1 more stitch here, and then we're gonna swap over to the gray. Mourning doves, they almost have like, I don't have like the right color for them. They almost have like a pinkish hue to them. It would be really cool to get a color that had that pinkish hue. Sadly, I do not have a pinkish hue color. Because like it's like a grayish, tannish, pinkish color stuff going on. It's really beautiful. Very, very beautiful. All right, I think we're gonna do 3 increases again here. Do 3 because it's like if you keep doing 3 increases, it will sometimes start to like fold in weird ways, and it'll do random things. It'll look kind of wonky. But increasing it by 2 isn't going to be enough. So I'm like, okay, if I do it but somewhere between 2 and 3 and just keep swapping between them, hopefully it should work. What you doing, rice a cake? A rice cake, the rice a cake. Alrighty, we're gonna do, let's see here. So we're going to finish that stitch. Hi, baby. Are you gonna take over again? Are you gonna take over again? Hi, how are you, good sir? We have a cat. We have a cat take over. Yeah. Oh, are you gonna reposition the camera? Is it not in the right place for you? Oh, bonk. A bonk. Do I need to clean your ears again? Does that feel good? Does that feel good? No, it doesn't feel good. Okay. How about I just scritch it? What if we just give little scritches? Oh, does that feel good? Oh, does that feel good? Oh my goodness. Oh, the ears. Oh, we love the ear scritches. Oh, we love the ear scritches. How does that ear look? Oh, it looks disastrous. That looks disastrous, buddy. I'm definitely going to need to get your eardrops again. And you're going to hate me for a week. Oh my goodness. Hi, what are you doing? Oh my goodness, are you taking over? Yep, we're taking over. What are you doing, sweet man? Alrighty, well, we have a rice cake takeover. That is all good and dandy. Yeah. Oh, big yawn. Yep, rice cake takeover. Oh my goodness. He was napping. He was chilling, napping in the corner. And then he just decided, all right, it's time to do a takeover. All right, we went to this. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, does that feel so good? Oh, it feels so good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, it feels so good. I know it feels so good. Oh, the baby. Oh, the baby. He's not gonna let me crochet now. It's just gonna get all the scritches. The scritches. Oh, the scritches. Oh, the baby. Oh, the baby. Oh, the scritches. Oh, does that feel good? Oh my goodness. Oh, buddy, buddy. Oh, buddy, buddy. Buddy, buddy, buddy. He's not gonna let me. He's not gonna let me. You're not gonna let me crochet, are ya? Alrighty, so we need to do one increase over here again. There we go. A bonk. Oh my goodness, rice cake. Does that feel so good? Does that feel so good? Oh, big yawn. Oh, big yawn. Buddy, buddy. A boop. How does this ear look? Oh, that one looks so gross too. Can I clean it up? Oh, did I go too deep? So sorry. Oh, what the? I gotta clean your ears sometimes. Yes, we do. We gotta clean your ears sometimes. Oh my goodness. Rice cake. It's just like your hand is my pillow. It's like the world is not my oyster, but your hand is my pillow. Oh my goodness. Such a goofball. Such a goofball. Alrighty. Yeah, there's a big bright light looking down on you, buddy. Yes, there is. Oh. Alright, good sir. Okay, let's see here. So, we did 3 increases last time, so we're gonna do 2 this time. Yes, we need to do 2. Alrighty. Oh, hi, what you doing? You're staring into my soul, okay. Hi. Oh my goodness. What are you doing, crazy cat? Crazy, crazy cat. Oh, the baby. Oh my goodness. What? What's up? I know, my hand's gonna move. Hand's gonna be moving, bubbas. Oh. He's literally just shoving his head into my hand. He's like, okay, let's not put our eyeballs into the hook, okay? That's a little bit contradictory to life. Oh my goodness, why are you yawning so much? If you're so tired, go take a nap. You know, there's lots of places to take a nap, buddy. Lots of places to take a nap. Oh, you are making my watch change its settings. Oh my goodness. Oh no, you really changed my watch's settings. What did you do, buddy? Oh dear. Oh no. Well, I'm gonna have to fix that later. Okay, so that one was an increase. So I need to do a single here. Don't mind the screaming kids. The neighbors are having a blast outside. Okay, we need to do a... Hi, baby, how are ya? Oh, sweet man. We're actually gonna go over here and do the increase over here, I think. Hi! Oh my goodness. What are you doing, sweet baby? What are you doing? You're making a mess. You're about to flop right off of the desk. Oh my goodness, good sir. Good sir. Yeah, you're about to flop right off of the desk. Alrighty, so we got that side done. Now we need to go back to the tan. We're doing lots of color changes. Lots and lots of color changes. Alright, so, and actually what I might want to do, I think I might add the eyeballs now before we get too far. Because the further we go with this, the harder it's going to be to get the eyeballs on there. Rice cake, where's the stoppers? Oh, you moved the stoppers. Well, you know, if you're sitting on them, I'll need to grab them. Hi, what are you doing? Oh my goodness, that's not food, buddy. I know it crinkles like a catnip bag, but I promise it's not catnip. It's not catnip, buddy. It's like, but it crinkles like catnip. You shake it like catnip. You are throwing my crochet hook. Oh my goodness, that's on the floor now. Rice cake. Rice cake. Oh, sweet man. Oh, sweet, sweet man. Alright, these eyeballs are absolutely ginormous for this bird. But you know, it's fine. Okay, that's not the right spot for that eyeball. Maybe right here is the right spot for this eyeball? Gosh, it's gonna be so wonky. It looks so wonky. Rice cake. Sir? Sir? Yeah. It looks so wonky. Oh my goodness. Maybe it will look less wonky once we get the beak on. Maybe it'll look less wonky if we get the beak on. Or can I fit my little itty bitty eyeballs onto it? Okay, rice cake. What are you doing, sir? You are literally taking over. Yes, you are. You are full takeover. Look at those giant claws. This is why you're called Sir Claus a lot. Yeah, you. You're called Sir Claus a lot. Alrighty. Let's see here. Let's try to see if we can get these eyeballs on there. These ones are like super itty bitty. So I don't know. I have to like get them into the right spot. Otherwise they will just go right between the stitches. Alright, there's one. And then, let's see here. Maybe be right here. I feel like that's too far forward. If we go here, this might be too low. Maybe here. Let's try here. Okay, and then let's try setting this one back further a little bit. Maybe like right here. So that's too high up. Like the perfect spot for it is like right here. And right here, actually. I think. Yeah, I think that those would be like the perfect spots for them. But if I put it there, these things will literally just fall right inside of those stitches. Oh no! We're throwing our eyeballs. Okay. Okay, I think this one can... I think we might be able to make that one able to go right there. See if we can make this one be able to go right there. Ooh, maybe we can. If we just go catch that little bit right there. Okay, this one seems a little bit too far back, actually. Maybe if we stick it right here. That might be a little bit too far forward now. No. I think that's too high. This is why it's so hard to find the right spot for the eyeballs. Just have to find the right spot for them. Oh my goodness. Come on, Yarn. Yarn! Yarn, work with me. I don't want to work. Oh dear. There we go. Alrighty. There's that. Okay, that one looks good. That one looks good. Okay, I think that will work. Hi, Rice Cake. I need to grab my little backs. Hi, what you doing? What you doing, good sir? Sir claws a lot. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, and now we can... There we go. Oh, okay. Sometimes I can see the notifications from my phone from all the way across the room. And in this case, I can. And it was not a concerning notification. So we are chilling. Chilling and grilling, Rice Cake. Chilling and grilling. Alrighty, so we got our little eyeballs on. Alrighty. That looks fantastic. Okay. I know, Rice Cake. Yarn is all over the place, isn't it? Is. Where is my hook? Oh, right. You threw it on the floor. Let's see here. Ah, there it is. Oh, boy. You made it go far away. You made it go far away, sir. Okay, let's see here. Oh, bonk. We are back again for the bonks. Oh, sweet rice cake. Sweet, sweet rice cake. Okay, yarn is all sorts of tangled. I want... Oh, I see. Okay, we want... Huh. Okay. Okay, we want the gray on that side. Want the tan over here. What are you doing? Okay, can we get rid of your eye boogie? You have some really gross eye boogie. And it's bugging me because you keep looking into my soul and I'm just seeing eye boogies. You have an eye boogie. You do. You have an eye boogie. You're not going to let me get it, are ya? He's like, no, that's my eye boogie. You're not allowed to steal it from me. Alright. Alright, Rice Cake, my hands are going to be right in your face. I hope you don't mind. He's like, nope, your hands are my pillow. This is wonderful. Okay, let's see here. We're going to go here and... Oh, we have an ad that's about to start momentarily. Yeah, Rice Cake, there's not very much space here, buddy. There's really not. She's like, I don't care. It's my space. It's my space. Alright, we're gonna do... Okay, we're gonna do a increase over on this side, I think. Yeah, Rice Cake, there's not much space here, baby. There's really not much space here, baby. Oh, you're giving me kisses? Okay, thank you so much. Please don't eat my hand. I don't mind you licking my hand, but I do mind if you try to eat my hand. Alrighty. Oh my goodness, there is so much cat fur on this project. So much cat fur, Rice Cake. So much cat fur. Yeah, you got all sorts of cat fur on this. Okay, we're going to creep the tan over into the gray. So we're going to... Okay, gray needs to go over top of tan. What are you doing? Are you trying to play with my yarn? Are you trying to play with my yarn? He's playing with the yarn. Being a goofball. Being a goofball. Okay. Yeah, you're being a goofball. Being a very silly, silly goofball. All right, we're going to do a increase. Okay, you can't eat my yarn, sir. How about we not eat the yarn? I don't mind if you swat at it, but you cannot chew it. It's hazardous. It's hazardous, and that will break it. And I don't want my yarn broken. I really don't want my yarn broken. Oh dear, dear, oh dear. All right, we're gonna do... So we just did an increase in that one, so now we're gonna do a couple of stitches. And then we're gonna do a increase. Actually, I think we want to do an increase here. Yeah, let's do an increase there. And then we'll do one there, a single there. And oh dear. Am I doing stuff to my screen? No, I don't think so. Okay, we're good. Currently, one of the skeins of yarn is rolling across my keyboard. So if random stuff just gets happening and all sorts of stuff, it was the skein of yarn. 'Twas the skein of yarn. Okay, yeah, I suppose that's fine if it goes that way. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do... Right? I want the tan to start creeping onto the gray. Okay. Oh, and we are back from ads. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Do single. We're gonna do a single. Actually, we're gonna do a increase here. And then we'll do a single. And we'll do a single. I know you guys can barely see my stuffs. Let's see here. There we go. Alrighty. What's up, Rice Cake? What you doing? Being a good sir. A bonk. Rice Cake and Mellow do this thing where, like, they just smash their heads into you because they want pets. And I mean, like, Pumpkin will do that too a little bit. But, like, Mellow and Rice Cake just, like, full send smash their faces into your hands. Mellow full sends it even harder. Like, there's times where I'm like, did that not hurt? And Mellow also does it just, like, smashing it, like, into, like, objects. Like, he'll just full send it into a dresser. And I'm like, my guy, was that not painful? Was that not painful? And he just does not care. I'm like, okay. Okay, if you say so, good sir. It's like, oh my goodness. He's such a goofball. He is such a goofball. They're all goofballs. You included, Rice Cake. You're a goofball. Fuzzy, fuzzy goofball. And that's why we love them. That's why we love them. I mean, even if he wasn't a goofball and he just chilled there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What's up, buddy? You can go other places? Yeah. Alright, goodbye. Thanks for snuggling. It was wonderful. Alright, we're gonna move this back. Yeah. Oh, let's move that there, I think. There we go. Okay, did I do any increases here? I did not do any increases here. I do in fact need to do an increase here somewhere. Let's do one here. Yeah, let's do an increase here. And then we'll do a single here, single here, and an increase here. So I need to check and see. Actually, that's looking really good. Oh my goodness, that's actually looking really nice. Oh, that's perfect, actually. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Okay. Did I do an increase on this side? I did one increase there. We need to do one increase on this one. There we go. Okay, I can move my skein of yarn now. That actually, I want to put, let me put all of these eyeballs away so that they don't go flying. Where did that other eyeball go? I lost an eye. Oh dear. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay. I'm gonna put that back and put that back. And then I want to put my thing back in there and put that back in there. Okay. One of these days I'll get like a little compartment thing and stick them in there. One of these days. One of these days I'll get colored ones too. Maybe. Maybe. What is that? Oh, that's a fuzzy thing. Okay. Okay, so that was an increase. That was a single. We are in that stitch, so we got to do this stitch and this stitch, and then we will swap over to the tan. There we go. And oh my goodness, I actually really like doing like hiding. I'm basically like doing like hiding the yarn inside of the stitches as I'm going around, which usually like for stuffed animals and stuff, you don't necessarily need to hide the yarn. Like the inside doesn't matter what it looks like. But the issue that I kept running into is that it would mess up the tension if it was just like sticking through the middle. And then you end up getting like some wonky looking stitches along the color changes. So like it's actually been quite nice just hiding it inside of the stitches, because then it can stay tight and it'll keep the stitches together, but it's also not going to just like pull the project together and smush it flat, because that's the other issue that I kept running into. Like it was, you have to, if you just let the yarn just exist as a branch in between the two sides, it was either too tight and pulling the project together at that color change area, or it was too loose and you would get ginormous stitches along the color change. But we haven't had that. It's been quite wonderful. Quite wonderful. All right, we are actually getting kind of close to when we're going to start doing the decreases. Let's see here. Which way? Okay, I want tan to go underneath of gray. And we'll have that go there. We'll pull that over that way. Perfect. All right, and then do I need to pay attention to where gray and tan? Nope, they're still lining up. Our eyes are still lining up. Everything is still lining up. Perfect. Perfect. I like this. I like this a lot. Alrighty. Righty. And this is the first time I'm making a mourning dove. Like, I've made chickadees, I've made, so like, even though, like, I haven't made this particular style of chickadee before, until this time that I made it, like, I've still done chickadees, and, like, same with, hummingbirds. Like, I think this one, yeah, this was one of my first hummingbirds. And, like, it's still a super cute little hummingbird. We just changed it up a little bit. Like, this guy doesn't stand up as well as this guy, as any of these guys. He doesn't stand up. He's just, flops. He just flops. Like, I've made chickadees, I've made the, bluebirds, the hummingbirds before. Never made a mourning dove. And yeah, this is quite fun, actually. All right, so we're gonna do actually, I want to do We're gonna do a increase here. Then we're gonna do a single. And then we're gonna do another increase here. There we go. And then we'll do singles going back down towards the tan. Alrighty. Alright, we're gonna go there. And then, yeah, we're gonna do, actually, wait. I want to do this. Alright, we're gonna go there, and we're gonna go there. And we're gonna go there. Alrighty. Let's see here. So I need to go here. We're pretty much just doing singles across the tan now. I don't need to increase it on that side anymore. And probably once we finish this row of the gray, we'll probably start doing decreases. And yeah. Oh my goodness, we might actually be able to get a mourning dove done today. I was thinking this was going to be a lot of frogging because I've never done this particular shape for a bird. Never done this shape for a bird. It's actually kind of similar to what I did for the frog. Little bit. A little similar. Little similar. Alright, we're gonna go there. We're gonna swap back to the gray again. There we go. Oh boy. Yarn. Yarn. I think Rice Cake is very warm. He's not even... I think all of the cats are quite hot, because none of them are sleeping on the cat trees. They're probably all plopped down somewhere on, like, tile or the wood, trying to stay cool. Alrighty. We're gonna go here, and... yeah, we're gonna go... actually, no, I want to do an increase here. And then we'll do single and single. And then let's see here. Oh, we need a couple more singles. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, we're in that stitch, so we gotta do single here and single here. And then we do a increase here. Increase right there. And then we're gonna do singles going back around towards the tan. And then we're going to swap to the tan. Okay. I'm going to swap to the tan, and we're going to start doing the decreases. Alright, so we're going to... the way I've been doing my decreases is I kind of do like a mix between front post and front loop only. So I kind of just go in the side of these stitches, as if I were doing a front loop only, or front post only, or front post, but I only go in half of it, as if it's like a front, it's like a front post. I don't know what it's called. I don't know if it technically has a name. But that's what I'm doing. What I'm doing. Alrighty, we're gonna do... alrighty. Oh, the neighbors are out. Alrighty. Yeah. Okay, sometimes I just have to do one of the loops because sometimes the stitches are a little bit too tight to get both of them in there. Okay, so that was a single. So this one, we're gonna do... Wait, was that... What was that sound? Oh my goodness, there are random sounds happening. Okay, yeah, that one was a decrease, so that one's a single. So now we gotta do another decrease. Let's see. And we're gonna go in here. There we go. So that's a decrease. And then this one will be a single. There we go. And then this will be a decrease. There we go. And then this will be a single. Whoops. There we go. That'll be a single. So I'm pretty much just doing every other stitch as a decrease. At least for this first row. Once we get to the second row, we're going to start doing decreases every stitch. Which one did I just do? I just did a single, so this one needs to be a decrease. So we're going to go here. I think. Yeah, right there. So that's going to be a decrease. Actually, wait. What did I do? I'm confusion. I'm confusion. I'm confusion. Okay, there we go. We're good. Okay, and now we're going to swap to the gray. We're going to finish off that stitch with the gray. Okay, and that was a decrease, so this one was going to be a single. And then we have this one and this one as a decrease. And then, let's see here, this one. And this one as a decrease. Oh, wait. Nope, I only need a single now. We need a single here. Alright, and then we do a decrease. Now we do a decrease. Decrease. There we go. Alrighty. And then, okay, so we're in that one, so we gotta go, whoops, we gotta go to this one. Oh my goodness, some of these stitches are quite tight. Quite tight. Okay, so this one's a single. And then we gotta do a decrease. We're gonna go right like that. I don't know what we're doing, but it's fine. Alright, and then this one's a single. Whoops, that is going into 2 stitches. I don't want to go into 2 stitches. There we go. That's a single. And then we have this one. And this one. I can do just one. There we go. Alright, and then we're going to go there. Single. Oh, that's a decrease. And then we have a single here. Whoops. Come on. Come on, there we go. And then we'll go here. Alrighty. Righty-o. Alright, and so now actually I want to finish this off with the tan. And now that we've gone all the way around, so you can kind of see here there's this little edge here now. That's what's going to help the bird to stand upright, is that little edge that we made. So now that we have that edge, we can just do our normal stitches normally. So we can just go like this, and we're going to mainly be doing decrease stitches going all the way around now, just to keep this decreasing nicely. And probably once we finish this row, we're gonna probably put the stuffing in, and we're going to do more of the tan into the gray. Oh, Crim. We did not hide the tan. We need to hide the tan. That is, in fact, necessary. Okay, we're going to try this again. This time we're going to hide the tan. Okay, so we're going to go here and here, and we're going to hide the tan. Just so that it will keep the stitches a little bit tighter. Okay, which one are we in? We're in that one. So we're going to go here. Gonna go there. There we go. And then we'll do a couple more with the tan, and then we're going to swap back to the gray. Alrighty. And then, alright, I'm going to do like one decrease with the gray, and then we're going to stuff our little bird. Alrighty. Alrighty. Some of these stitches are a little bit loose, but that's okay. Alright. I need a little bit more yarn. Well, a little bit more fluff. Just a little more fluff. What's up, Rice? A rice, a cake, rice, a cake. I know everybody's outside today. It's like the neighbor's dog is outside, the neighbors are outside, the other neighbors are outside, everybody's outside. It's a very nice day though, so, you know. It's like, why aren't I outside? It's like, I am outside. The outside is inside for me. I always have my windows open, so it's like, it's always outside. Although, where am I at today? Oh geez, I can't read that. I'm just shy of 20,000 steps today, and all 20,000 of those were outside steps. So, you know, I think I had plenty of outside time today, and I'm very content to be inside now. Quite content to be inside for a little bit. Just a little bit. I might do some gardening later. So I gotta plant some more of my veggies. I've got like seeds for tomatoes and peppers, and what else do I have? I think I might have squash and maybe zucchini to plant. Oh, goodness, I have so many seeds to plant. It's gonna be absolutely wonderful. I think I'm a little bit late with planting some of them. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. It will indeed be okay, I'm sure. Hopefully. Hopefully it will be okay. Alright, we got that one, and we're going to... I'm just trying to... Some of these... Sometimes decreased stitches will... They'll, like, get bigger. Like, they're just a bigger stitch. Like, they just leave a little bit more of a gap. So I'm trying to fill in some of these gaps here, but going back and into some of these other stitches and trying to just fill the gaps a little bit. Just fill the gaps. That's all we gotta do occasionally. Just fill the gaps. Oops. Yeah, let's go there. Just that one. Alrighty. And then I think we're gonna stick like a whole bunch of these together. And then we're going to stick a whole bunch of these other ones together again. Here we go. All right, and now we can tie off these 2 and 3. There we go. And we're going to do that. Alrighty. So now that we have that, we can hide the tail. Gonna hide that all in there. And there is a mourning dove. So far. So far. Alright, we still gotta add some wings. We still gotta add a beak. We gotta add a tail. Alright, I'm actually gonna back this up a little bit since it's a little bit close for me. And I can't see. I cannot see. Okay, so let me see here. I think mourning dove's beaks are more grayish than blackish. Yeah, they have more of a grayish beak than black. So we are going to use this it's like a little bit darker of a gray. Yeah, it's like almost brownish, sort of. It's like a brownish grayish color. So we're gonna go right here at this little point, and we're going to make their little beak. Little beak. Alrighty, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna go. What are you doing, sir? Why are you walking funky? Where'd you go? Don't break my door. Okay, you can lay down by the door. Don't break my door. Oh, there's a beans. I think that's a beans, or is that a pumpkin? Nope, that's a pumpkin. Your pumpkin squish a face. Oh, the little pumpkin squish a face. He's such a sweet baby. There we go. Alright. 1 and 2. And oh, we have an ad that's about to start momentarily. Alrighty. Gonna go there. I'm gonna use my needle to hide these ends. Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go there. Gonna go out that end. Alright, and I'm gonna hold the beak here so it doesn't. Oh, well, that's fine. Zoop. Something like that. And oh my, I have made some gray pop out here. And there goes the ads. Okay, that's fine. I'm just weaving in ends. We're just weaving in ends, so it's not a problem. Alrighty. We'll wait till the ads are finished to do the wings or the tail. But yay. Zoop. Zoop. Oh, it's stuck. 'Tis stuck. What are we stuck on? There we go. There we go. And we have the beak. He looks a little less wonky now, which is perfect. It's exactly what we wanted. A little less wonky. Alrighty. There we go. And he still stands up, which is perfect. That is exactly what I wanted. It's a little bit rounder on the bottom, so I probably could have done more increases faster. So if you do just a few decreases, it'll end up more round. But the more increases you do, it will pull it more. but you don't want it to pull too much, otherwise you're going to end up with big gaps. So since it's kind of like having like this slightly like sticking out just like a little bit, I probably could have done some more decreases, but that's okay. It still stands, so it's fine. All right, so now we're gonna do the wings, and these guys have multicolored wings. I'm actually going to, where's my picture? Here's my picture. Okay, so they have grayish wings. They're like darkish gray. So I used a lighter gray for the back, and then I'm going to use this darker gray for the wings. And then I'm probably going to put in some speckles of black in there, and then the tips of the wings are also going to be black. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. 'Tis what we shall do. At least, that's the goal. We have goals here. Whether we achieve those goals or not is a different question. But we at least start with a goal, and we see where we end up. Okay, so we're going to do... let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do 7. And then we're going to switch to the black. All right. So that was 7, 8. Let's see here. Let's do 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we're going to skip that first one. We're going to skip that first one. We're going to do a slip stitch in these next 2. And now we're back to our grayish color. So we're going to jump into, we're going to finish this stitch with the gray or the brownish, whatever you want to call it. Grayish or brown. I don't know, whatever you wish to call it. All right, and then we're going to do single and single. Single and single. Let's see here. Do another single here. I'm gonna do a single here. Single here. And a whoops, come on. And a single here. All right, and then we're going to attach this. I start in the back and then I work my way forward. So we're just going to go 1 stitch closer to the front, do a slip stitch, turn around, and go back this way. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually only going to do singles. I'm not going to do any increases. But we're going to do a... let's see here. Where's my black? Here's my black. We're going to do the black. We're going to do a black stitch here. And we're just going to hide it inside of the gray. Or we're going to hide the gray inside the black. And now we're going to hide the black inside of the gray. And we're going to do 1 gray stitch. And then we're going to do 1 more black stitch. Oh wait, we need to finish that stitch with the black. And then we're going to do a black stitch here. And now we're going to finish this off with the gray. And then we're going to do gray here Oh wait, I need to do a, this one actually needs to be a slip stitch. Slip stitch, there we go. Okay, and then we turn around and we're just going to do slip stitches in 3 of these ones. 2 and 3. And then we do some singles. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do a slip stitch in this last one and attach it. How did that look? We might need to, I don't like that wing. That wing looks very wonky. I don't like it. I do not like it. Nope, I don't like it. Okay, we're gonna practice some wings here. We're gonna practice some wings. Wings are like really hard for me for whatever reason, and I don't know why. They just wish to be difficult for one reason or another. There is another way that we could do the wings. We could do the wings similar to how I do the tail, where we kind of do it in like a spiral. The only thing with that is that it tends to stick out more than stay flat. Actually, I wonder. I could do it that way. Let's try something. We're going to experiment. It's time to experiment. All right, we're going to chuck the black away for now. Because we're going to be working our way down the wing. And so here's the gray. So we are going to, it's technically going to only attach at one spot on the bird. So we're going to do right here. So we're just going to do some surface crocheting. So we're going to do 1 stitch, 2 stitch, 3 stitch, 4 stitch, blue stitch, or is it 1 fish, 2 fish, blue fish, red fish, blue fish, green fish? So 1 stitch, 2 stitch, green stitch, blue stitch, something like that. And then, so we have our stitches here. So we're going to do back loop only going across the top. And then we're going to come back down and do bottom loop only, or front loop, back loop, back, front. But it's going to be all technically back loops because it is, we're going to flip it over. So that's 2 stitches. And then 3 stitches, so that's 3. And then because we flip it over, we're now doing these stitches going back. So that's 4, 5, and 6 stitches. So now it technically only attaches right there. It's only 1 stitch, so it has a little bit more movement versus if I tried to go into 6 stitches attached on the bird itself, it would have a little bit less movement. That's the goal. We shall see how it plays out. And then I'm going to do a single stitch there, a single stitch here, single stitch here. So we did 3 single stitches. And then I want to do a increase stitch on this 4th one. So we're going to do an increase there. And then I'm going to do single and single. What's up, Rice a Cake? Single. Single. And single. And single. Actually, I want to do one more increase here. There we go. Okay. Now then, we're going to do, so we're going to have the underside just be one solid color. At least for now. We might swap it in a bit. But we're going to make this top side have the black speckles. So we're going to do actually I want to put it right here. Okay, so now we're gonna swap to the black. What's up, Rice Cake? So we're gonna swap to black, and we're literally only doing like one stitch. Literally just one stitch that's gonna be black. All right, one stitch, and now we're going to swap right back to the gray. There we go, and we're going to do a couple of these. I actually want to do one more increase here. And then we're going to keep going down and around just as single stitches all the way back over to where we had the black stitch. So we're going to do, whoops, oh my goodness, my yarn is all sorts of tangled. That's fine. That is indeed fine. Okay. And we're gonna go here and we're gonna do, yes, we're gonna do this one. We're gonna do this one, and then we're gonna swap back to the black again. So we're going to have black stitch here. It's here. Okay, yeah, I want the gray right there so that that's on the inside. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna swap back to the gray again. Gray. And then I want to do another increase. We're pretty much just doing one increase along the edge, along the back edge of this wing. And hopefully it'll kind of start to fan out towards the back a little bit. That's the goal, at least. We'll see if we achieve that. Okay, and now we're going to do this and this, and I'm gonna do that and that. And then, let's see here. Okay, we're gonna do this stitch, and then we're gonna swap back to the black again. I know there's so much happening with this yarn. So much happening. You know what? I'm gonna shove that little end inside of the wing so that you don't have to worry about it. And it will not be distracting. Alright, so we're going to swap to the black again and do one black stitch here, and then we're going to swap right back to the gray. And I can show you guys what this is doing once I finish this row, or once we finish a couple of these stitches. And actually, we're going to swap back to the black here again here. You know what, I'll just leave this here, and I can show you guys what it's doing for, so you can see how it's kind of making these little speckles on the wing. So that's just literally like half a stitch. It's literally just half a stitch. Is what that's doing. And it's making those little speckles. So now we're going to be swapping to the black again. And we're going to, wait, do I want? What if? That might actually look really cool. But I think, I am a contemplation. Because the black feathers are the primary feathers. So I don't know if I can explain this very well, but so basically for a bird's wing, if you have the wing here, the primary feathers are the ones that are, let me pull up my picture so I don't get this wrong. Yeah, so if the bird extends its feathers out like this, it's going to have, the primary feathers are going to be the ones that are all the way back here, and then you have the secondary feathers that are here. On the mourning dove, it's the primary feathers, so the ones that are extended out back here are the darker ones, and then they're lighter on the inside. And then you have a couple of like speckled ones across the middle. And then for the tail, it's darker in the middle with a couple of white feathers across. Actually, their tail feathers are multicolored. So yeah, so they have, along the edges of the tail are white, and then it's gray in the middle, but we'll worry about that later. So, since we're doing a gray wing, a dark gray wing, I could do a surface crochet across the back to get like primary feathers. I am a contemplation. I am a contemplation. I am a contemplation. They're just such a little fluffy bird. They're just so fluffy. Oh, they're just so fluffy. Oh my goodness. You know what? We might do it both ways. We might try it one way, and then we might try it the other way. I kind of want to try it where we do the surface crochet with the black. I kind of want to see how that looks. So we're actually not going to swap to black right here, but we are going to do one more increase there, and then we're going to keep going around. And we're actually going to start doing some decreases here. I'm going to do decrease and a decrease. We're going to do a single, actually, no, I want this to be a decrease as well. That to be a decrease. I think I still want there to be an increase here because I don't want this side to be pulling in. Okay. Actually, that's perfect. Because now we can just do this. Just gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And then we will have one last one right here. That's perfect. Okay. We're gonna have this go there, and then we're going to do a couple of these. So 1 and 2. Is that 2? I'm gonna do one more just to be safe. There's that. We're going to snip a clip. I wonder if I didn't even need to. Oh well, that's fine. We're gonna do it this way. And then we're going to pull these into the wing so that they are hidden. Pull those into wing so that they are hidden. Okay. So there's that. And then I want to, we're going to try doing the surface crochet here. We're experimenting. We're doing lots of experimenting. Seeing what we like. What we like and what we don't like. Alrighty, so we're going to do a stitch right here. And we're just going to have that be a single stitch, and then we're going to have, whoops, going to have another stitch. Oh, come on, yarn. Yarn! Work with me. Okay, I guess that's fine. We'll have a single stitch there. And then we're going to do a couple of chain stitches. And then we're going to have slip stitch here. And slip stitch here. Then we're going to do a single stitch here. And we're going to attach it to here with a slip stitch. And then we're going to do, actually no, I want to do a single stitch here. Do single stitch. And then we're going to do one more single stitch. Actually, 2 slip stitches. Slip stitch, slip stitch. Sure. And then, actually, no. Let's have that be the single stitch. Let's do back loop only. Slip stitch. And actually, we're going to make this super fancy. We're going to go in the back side. And then we're going to do the slip stitch on the back side. That way it will kind of appear as though it's coming through the back side of the wing. 1, 2. Where's my skizzers? Here's my skizzers. Skizzers. All right, and then we're going to go there. And then, where's my needle? Here's my needle. And we're going to take this and hide it right inside of the wing. Alrighty. Hey guys. We still have to do the exact mirror opposite of this on the other side. Was anyone taking notes? Oh dear. Dear, oh dear. I'm sure it's fine. It will be fine. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. We got this. We can read stitches. Okay, why does this not want to go in? Come on. Eh. Eh. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be perfectly fine. Alright. It's a little bit of a thick wing, but you know, it's fine. Tis okay. Alright, I actually kind of like that. That actually doesn't look terrible. It in fact does not look terrible. So I would call that a win. Would in fact call that a win. Alright. It might not look great, but it doesn't look terrible. Okay, let's see here. That, and then hide that. Come on, yarn. Let's go. There we go. Okay, there we go. And we have a wing. I think that looks kind of nice. That actually looks really nice. I actually kind of like that. Oh, we still have one more tail to hide. I think I might just hide that inside of this wing. This wing is a very, very puffy wing. The mourning dove has floofed itself. It is a floofed mourning dove. It's very floofy. Very floofy. Yes. That's okay though. We don't mind if our mourning doves are a little bit floofy. That is perfectly fine and acceptable. Alrighty, so there is one wing. I kind of like that wing. It looks a little bit messy, but it's not terrible. It is in fact not terrible. And it has that, like, it slopes to the back, which is why we were only doing the increases on one side, which is what gives it that slope to the back. it kind of pulls the stitches in this direction. So that actually worked out quite nice. And we have our little speckles. We have the black wingtip. I actually really like that. That looks quite nice. The only thing is that it's very thick. It's a very, very thick wing. But our wing can, in fact, go up and down pretty easily, which is quite nice. I do like that. It's very wee. It can flap, which means it can fly, which means it's a bird. Okay. Unless it's a bat. Then it's not a bird, but I don't think this is a bat because it has a beak. Bats don't have beaks. It also isn't a flying fish. Those also can sort of fly, but they also don't have beaks, so it can't be a flying fish. It also can't be a bug because it has a beak. Bugs don't have beaks. They might have mandibles, but they don't have beaks. Okay, let's do this other wing. So, where did we end this? We end it right under the eye. So, right under the eye. So, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so we're gonna go 1, 2, and 3. And then we do a chain. And we're going to do... I think I started with the top, right? Did I start with the top or did I start with the bottom? I don't think it's going to matter that much. 1, 2... Actually, I do want to start with the back, with the bottom. I do want to. Okay, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, we have an ad that's going to start soon. So if anyone needs to grab a snack or grab a drink or do all of the fun things, it is about to be a good time to do so. Alrighty, we're going to do... I do remember we did a increase only in the back. So we do 1 increase in the back only. Or on that back edge. Okay, now we just need to figure out how many rows in did we start doing the black stitch. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, row 4. So we've done 2 rows so far. So this one is going to be row 3. Let's do a increase here. Is it really 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. It is indeed row 4. Okay, so yeah, so on this next row we'll do a black spot. Alrighty. I'll wait till the ad is done before we do that black spot. I shall indeed wait. That way everyone can be here. Yay! Alright, we're going to do... So we just have 1 there, and then we're going to wait until everyone gets back, and then we'll do our black spot. How's everyone's day going? How are we doing today? We chilling and grilling? Chilling and grilling. I hope everybody's chilling and grilling. Today is a nice day to chill and grill. It is quite nice. What happened today? There was something. forget what it was. Oh, maybe it was that. I was driving around today and there was somebody in front of me, and then they just all of a sudden like stopped, like dead stop, and I was like, why are we stopping? And then this mama deer and her two little baby fawns, like they were itty bitty baby fawns, like they were babies, were just trotting across the road, and I was like, oh, that's why we're stopping. They were so cute. Oh my goodness. They were very cute. Cute little baby fawns. The one was very confused. The poor guy, he was like, what is this contraption? They're her vehicles. Mama, I've been terrified. The poor guy. The poor little guy was absolutely terrified out of his mind. But they all safely got across the road. And it was wonderful. It was indeed wonderful. Alright, so we just did our first spot for the wing. And yeah, so, and what I did for these spots is that, so I have about 4 stitches on each, on like the top and on the bottom, approximately 4 stitches on the top and 4 stitches on the bottom. And so I'm doing it where I'm like alternating where the spot is going. So like this one is on stitch 2 on the top. So now I'm going to do another spot on stitch 4 for the top. That way it will kind of be spread out and there will be plenty of space in between them. So right now I'm in stitch 3. So we're going to finish stitch 3 with the black and then start stitch 4 with the black. And then we will finish stitch 4 with the gray. Whoops, that is splitting my yarn. There we go. All right, we've finished stitch 4 with the black, or with the gray, and then we keep it going. And so then on this next row, I'll probably do either stitch 1 or stitch 2 with the black again, so that it will kind of give like that little alternating spot thing going on. That is the goal. We shall see if the goal will be achieved. But that is the goal. And then I think once we finish... Actually, I want black spot to go here. I'm going to tuck this end into there because we don't need that end sticking out. So we're going to... So we started stitch 1 with the gray. We're going to finish stitch 1 with the black. Then we're going to go into stitch 2 with the... Is that the right stitch? Nope, that's not the right stitch. I want to go into this one. We're going to go into stitch 2 with the black, and then we're going to finish it with the gray. There we go. And then we're going to go all the way around. And I think we do 1 row. Yeah, okay. This is what we're going to do. We're going... Did I do an increase on this side yet? No, I did not. Okay, we're going to do a increase here. Wait. Nope, that's the front. That is the front. Okay, yes. So we're going to do... Wait, what did I do? Yeah, it was the row after we do the black that we start doing some decreases. And I think we did like 3 or 4 decreases. I think so. Okay, so that was the increase that was there. So now we're going to do... Ooh, okay, I'll have to check that text message once I finish. All right, we're going to do decrease. We're going to do decrease. We're going to do a single. And I think we're going to do 1 more decrease. Okay, and then we're going to do... Oh my goodness, this yarn is everywhere. Ah, yes, I recall. All right, so we're going to do a increase here. And then once we turn, we ended up doing, we ended up just closing off all of this. So we go in, oh my goodness, you guys can't see. So sorry. Let me get this fixed. I don't know why it's right there. Okay. There. Now you guys can see. So we go in the stitch on this side and the stitch on the back. So we're basically going in both sides and combining them into one. That's basically what we're doing here. And then we're going to do this, and we do that, and then I just put these both together and do a couple of chains so that then I can snip a clip. Oh my goodness, my scissors are very dull. That's fine. That is okay. I'm pretty sure they were like $2 like a year ago. So it's fine. It is indeed fine. What is my phone exploding about? My phone is exploding about something. That is fine. Maybe it's warning me about the storms that we might get today. It would be nice. Okay, so now we're going to hide these couple of ends inside of our wing. Oh my goodness. Maybe. There we go. All right, so we hid those ends in there. So now those are hidden. And now we're going to take our black. We're going to do our slip knot. And we're going to do our surface crochets. So I believe I did 2 stitches on, so I believe I did 2 surface crochets. So that's 1 and that is 2. Did I do 2 or did I do 3? I did 2. Okay, you know what? I actually want to, I want to do it one further ahead than that one. Try this again. So yeah, we're gonna go here. So we're gonna do 1 and 2, and then we did 1, 2, 3. I think we did like what, 4? I think we did 4. Then we're gonna do a slip stitch in this second one and this next one, and then we do a single stitch here, and then we're going to connect it, oops, to here, I think, and we do a single stitch there, and then we did slip stitches going in from the back on the back loop only, and we did those all the way down the wing. Oops, that did not. There we go. Okay, just like that. Why does this one look a little bit more wonky than the other one? I wonder if I did an extra row. I feel like I either did an extra row or I did more increases. I don't know. Oh well, that's okay. 1 and 2. We're gonna clip that. This is why taking notes while you're making your own patterns would be helpful. I just cannot be bothered. Quite honestly, I cannot be bothered. You're just gonna end up with stuff that's a little bit wonky. Just a little bit wonky, but you know, it makes it fun. Gives it character. It's just a little bit of character. I'm actually gonna trim this a little bit more. Because that was going to poke out through the other side. Alrighty, and now we're just going to hide all of these ends, and then we just have to do the tail. Alrighty, there's that one, and then we're gonna do this. And I'm actually going to trim this one as well. Alrighty. Anyone have any thoughts on the little mourning dove so far? What did I do? Oh. That's why it's wonky. I put... What did I do wrong, guys? What did I do wrong? I know what I did wrong. I know why it's so wonky. Oh dear, dear, oh dear. We're not leaving it like this. Absolutely not. We are going to fix this. We are going to make this right. Oh dear. I put the primary wings on the wrong side. Oh dear, dear, oh dear. Okay. That's why it looked so wonky. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Okay, let's see if we can get this little knot untied here. I think we can. There we go. And then get this to pull out through there. There we go. All right, and now this should just pull right out quite nice and easy. Beautiful. Now we're gonna do this the right way. Okay, so our primary wings are gonna go on this side. So we're gonna do 1 stitch, 2 stitch, yes. All right. Glad we got that sorted. All right, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go right here. Oh, maybe, maybe, there we go. And then we do 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're gonna do a slip stitch and a slip stitch. If I'm not doing these stitches right, just let me know. Because I don't really know what stuff is called. I just do stuff. And make a educated guess as to what it is that I am doing. Alright, and so, because this is the mere opposite of what we are doing, we're actually going to be going into the front loop. And we're going to be going in the right side. So, normal side. So, like, from the front. And we're still going to be doing our slip stitches here. But we were doing, we had to do it from the back side on the other one, just because we were going in the opposite direction. And then we have 1 stitch, 1 chain, and 2 chains. And now that looks much nicer. I think I definitely made this wing a little bit bigger than the other wing. But again, I think that might be because I either did an extra increase somewhere, or I made it a bit longer. Not sure where it would have been longer, though. Because the spots still line up. Yeah, the spots still line up right. But it looks like, if you, look at where the rows end, the gray for this wing ends 1 row sooner than the other side. So I think that's kind of where it was. So I probably did end up doing an extra increase, because I did 1 extra row somewhere. So for the next one we do, we're going to have to pay attention to how we do these wings. But I kind of like these wings. They don't look terrible. I think we could definitely try to make them look a little bit nicer. But I think this is definitely a possible wing configuration. Just to use fancy terms. Just to use fancy terms. Fancy, fancy. All sorts of fancy. Alrighty. There we go. We still need to do a tail. We do still need to do a tail. So we're not quite done yet. Alrighty. So for the tail, let me go look at my picture again that we've got over here. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna do... So Mourning Dove's tails are very long. Very, very long tails. I don't think I'm gonna make it... Because, like, I'm not necessarily making these, like, true to life. Like, I'm trying to get, like, general shape a little bit. So, like, the Mourning Dove is a little bit more sloped. Like, the back slopes a little bit more than, like, let's say the hummingbird. Because hummingbirds are generally, like, upright birds. Like, if they're sitting upright more so than a hummingbird, or than a mourning dove, which is kind of, like, plump. Mourning doves, oh my goodness, I'm mixing up all of my birds. Mourning doves are like a football. Hummingbirds are like a little plop. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Mourning doves are like a football. So for little tail, we are again going to do the dark gray. But they have little bits of white along the edge of the tail. So we're going to do this like... Oh. Maybe. That could look weird. Because that's what their tails look like whenever they're flying. But whenever they're sitting... So mourning doves, whenever they're flying, or like whenever they're sitting, their tails are like this. And they're all like folded up. All the wings are like folded up over each other. Okay? But whenever they're flying, the feathers like fan out. And like right at the tips is where the white would be, and then the rest of the feather is gray. So if you have all the feathers like this that are all tucked over each other, you're only going to have white at the very edges, but then you're going to have gray here. And they all come to like one singular point, whereas whenever they fan out, they have like lots of little ridges. So like we could do it where... Let me see here. Do I have any of them over here? I think I chucked all of them somewhere else. I think I did chuck them somewhere else. What's this? So like we could do something kind of like how we did this green wing, where we have like little like forks in the tail. We could do that. Or we could do it where it's just one thing. And I don't know. I don't know. I really just don't know. Alright. We're just gonna go for it. And if we don't like it, we can always swap it around. I think I'm gonna try the... Let's try bringing it to just one single point for now, I think. And actually, maybe we'll have it do like a little... Oh. Indecision. Okay, why is this looking kind of wonky? No, that's fine. Hum, 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 hum. Hum, 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 hum. I don't know. I really just don't know. Ah, yarn! Meow. Stitches are so tight. Oh my goodness. The nice thing about having tight stitches is that there's no gaps. The terrible thing about tight stitches is that you have a terrible time doing surface crochet. Oh dear, dear, oh dear. Alrighty, there we go. That's a little bit better. There we go. Okay. And I think I am going a little bit crazy today, but you know, it's fine. It's just a little bit crazy. Just a little bit crazy is okay, right? I hope so. If I am too much, let me know and I can attempt to dial it back. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but we can attempt. We can attempt, we can set goals, and we can see how well we achieve those goals. That is all we can do sometimes. Sometimes that is all we can do. Alright, you know what? I'm actually... I like this thought. I have a thought, and I want to try thought. So, I'm going to try thought. We're going to do this, and this. And this. And we're going to do a decrease. And I'm gonna get back to the other side. And we're going to do a decrease. We're gonna go back to the other side again. And we're going to do a decrease. And we're gonna do a decrease. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. And we're gonna do another decrease. And a single crochet. And then we're actually just going to do 2 chains and snip a clip. Boom. Alrighty. We are going to make a fan. We're going to attempt to make a fan. We're going to see if we can pull off the fan. Alrighty. So we have, whoops, that's fine. We have our, I'm just going to pull these all the way into said bird because I don't want those sticking out places. Yeah, come here, yarn. Yarn. There we go. Perfect. They are hidden away, never to be heard from again. Alright, so we have that little tail. Honestly, that doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look terrible. And you know, that's a win in my book. It doesn't look terrible. Okay, so we're going to do the white now. And let's see here, we got the white. We're actually going to do something similar here where we're going to do a surface crochet. But we're going to do this a little bit interesting. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to do a slip stitch in this first one here, and in this second one here. And then we're going to do a, we're actually going to, yeah, I'm going to snag, yeah, we'll just do, we're going to do a, we're going to go into this, like, part of this stitch here. And then we are also going to go into the gray as well. And then we're going to pull through all 3 of those there. And now we're going to do, wait, no, I want to actually just pull through those two. Yes, like that. Perfect. All right, and then we're gonna do a slip stitch into this one here. And then we're gonna do 1, 2, and then we're going to do, is someone taking notes? I'll go back through it. I'll take notes for myself because I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. I am just, I have no idea what I'm doing. This is full freeform. We're going to do slip stitch through that. Oh my goodness, that looks beautiful. I love this already. Okay, and then we're going to go into this one. We're going to do a slip stitch here, slip stitch here, and here. And we're going to do a slip stitch into that one. And then we're going to do slip stitch here. Okay. I don't know that I like that one. That doesn't look right. Something's not right. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm gonna go back a little bit. I liked that. I think 2. Slip stitch. Slip stitch. Okay, that's better. That is much better. Yes. Okay. So there was just too many stitches in between those two. I think they're called picot stitches. Attempted picot stitches. Uh, 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 altered picot stitches. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do slip stitch here and slip stitch here, I think. Does that look like it matches? No, that was too many. Okay, so we have, what is that? That's 1 slip stitch, 2 slip stitch. So we're going to do 1 slip, or not slip, those were chains. So now that's a slip, and then we're gonna do 1 more slip into right there. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do slip stitch in that second one, and then slip stitch into this next one. And then we do single crochet. Oh, and we have an add. Single crochet and maybe a slip here. Maybe a slip there. Sure, something like that, maybe. I should have snoozed that ad. Whoops. So sorry. I kind of like that. It's a little bit wonky, but I kind of like that. Oh, you know what? I think what we do is, I think what the issue is that it is not. That should be good. Okay, and then we do a couple chains here. And then we should be able to snip that. Alrighty. So, and I think if we get all of our little ends woven in, we kind of have a little bit of a frilled tail. Just a little bit of a frilled tail. I think the main thing is that I need to figure out how to do this side better. Because this side we had a little bit more to build off of. Like we're going from this side to this side, which means that when I'm going from here, I can build off of some of this white stuff here already. I don't have anything on this side to build off of the white yet. Which I think that's what... I think that's why this side looks a little bit thinner with the white than on the other side. So I might have to play around with that a little bit. But I think that is pretty good for first Mourning Dove. I think that is pretty good. And you know, maybe this Mourning Dove just needs a little bit of preening. Maybe it just needs to do a little bit of preening to get its feathers in order. And that's what the issue is for this Mourning Dove. Do a little bit of preening. Never gonna blame the Mourning Dove, not me. No, I'm kidding. But I think this is pretty good. I think this is a fairly good Mourning Dove. Especially for the first one. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to pull out some of my first birds because they are some wonky looking things. They are some wonky looking things. Yeah. So if anyone is new to crocheting, just know that sometimes things don't look the way you want them to, and it's okay. It is perfectly fine. It is perfectly normal. One of my first stuffed animals that I tried to make, I think it was like a bear or something, like a polar bear. It looks like a seal. It's very floppy like a seal too. So, you know, well, there is our little Mourning Dove. Oh my goodness, he's actually very cute. I really like the little Mourning Dove. Oh my goodness, little wings. I actually really like that the wings can like flutter a little bit. Flutter. All right. I think we are going to end it there for today. It has been lovely chatting with you people. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the Mourning Dove. Let's see here. What is today? Today is Wednesday. We'll be back on Saturday, and we will probably make another Mourning Dove, and we might change up some stuff. I might try to make them a little bit more round. But we'll see. We might change up the wings. We might change up the tail. Yeah. We'll see. We shall see what we do. But I think this is progress. I think this is good for now. So yeah, I will see you guys on Saturday. Let's see here. Is there... Let me see here real quick. There's somebody we can go to. Let's see here. Since there is a few of you guys, we might as well send you somewhere. Let's see here. Let's see here. Just trying to make sure that this isn't gonna make sound pop up. I don't think it will. Alrighty. Alright, we are going to... We're gonna head over to Cinnamon. We're gonna head over to Cinnamon. Let's actually see if I can raid her. I think I can. Let's see here. Oh, let's do some typey. There it is. Alright, yeah, let's go head over to Cinnamon. I believe she's 18 plus, so just keep that in mind. I believe she's making some... What are these? Possibly Pokemon things? They look kind of cute. Let's see here. There we go. Alrighty. We will head over there and I will see you guys at some point. Beep, beep, beep. Alright. Bye, everyone.